All right, everyone, story time. Let's talk about this one because it's just another amazing story. So this is about money and finances and not worrying about money. Okay, like I always worried about money, like one way, shape, or form, planning it, budgeting it, and stuff. Anyways, so money. So G says to me, stop worrying about money. I'm like, whatever, like who's gonna worry about this huge, massive power bill? Like somebody's gotta worry about it because it's gotta get paid to operate this place. And I've always spreadsheeted out like budgets, money, profit and loss statements, how much is the business going to make. I mean, just all the businesses. I mean, I just spreadsheet all of them out, and including this one. Customers, how are we getting them? What are they paying? Is it wholesale, retail, blah, 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 blah. Anyways, that's all I did. Every single morning I spent like an hour on spreadsheets. Okay, this is what's coming in, this is what we're doing, this is what's going on this week, this is where we're going, this is the direction, what are we doing, la, 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 la. Always worried about money. Everything was based on money. Like how much money are we going to make? Where are we going to pay? What are we going to do? What are we going to do? What's our next project? How are we going to get more customers? La, 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 la. It's just a vicious cycle of that, which is just terrible. So glad I'm not there now, but let's talk about when I was there. So G says, stop worrying about money. And I'm like, okay, so somebody's got to worry about the power bill. You're looking at her. So, okay, whatever. And I just ignored him pretty much. And like for another day or two, it was constantly on my mind. And I was like, why are you telling me not to worry about money? Like somebody's got to worry about the money. The bill's got to get paid somehow. So somebody's got to plan all this. About 3 days in, I was like, I'm going to have to give into this one because he's not letting up. So I just in the middle of the night, I woke up and I was thinking about it. And I said, okay, G, I don't know what this means. I don't know how I'm going to do it, but I'm going to stop worrying about money. I don't know what that even means, but I'm just going to say, okay. And you have to help me because I don't know how to do that. I don't even know, it's like another language to me. I don't even know what you're talking about. I do spreadsheets all the time. So I say, okay. So I said yes. So a few things that he said immediately. No more spreadsheets. I'm like, what? No more spreadsheets? No more spreadsheets. Do not check the bank account. Do not look at emails at night, customers at night, comments at night. When you stop for the day, put your phone down, stop. And I was like, okay, so no more budgets. That's great. I have no idea how we're going to pay off, do everything we're doing with no spreadsheets, but sure. Okay, going to do that. And don't check the emails and customers and work when I get into bed to go to sleep at night, which I still don't do that, which is amazing. That was just amazing to not do that. And spreadsheets was a while. That's a whole nother story, but that took a while to be able to even get into spreadsheets again. But let's get back to the story. So I say, okay, in the middle of the night, he tells me a few things I have to change, and I say, okay, I'm going to do them. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that. And I'm not going to do that. Okay. So then the next day I'm on deliveries, and I'm in an area where we're doing a lot of deliveries. And so I get to my big first account, and the manager comes out and he's like, hey, I think we're having some major changes at this store, and I don't know that they're going to be selling to buying product locally anymore. And I said, oh, okay. He goes, what do you mean, oh, okay? I said, I'm not going to worry about it. It's in God's hands. I'm not going to worry about it. It's going to work out the way it's supposed to work out, and I'm just going to go about my day. And he's like, I've been worried all day. I'm like, I'm not going to do that. That's what I'm not going to do. So let me just get in the car and say, G, okay, might be losing this big account, but I'm going to give it to you. I'm going to trust you. That's what I'm supposed to be doing, and that's all I know to do. So I'm going to do that. So then I go to another very large account, and they're like, hey, the owner of the company, like the owner wants to come see you. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. I'll see what he wants. Okay, cool. So he comes out and he's like, hey, these are doing really well. We want to triple the order starting next week on this product that you guys have. And I'm like, sounds great. Let's do that. Okay, great. I get in the car. I'm like, thanks, G. I'm like, this is already starting to work. So let's just keep doing this. I want to keep doing this. And then G says, well, I'm having a party because I'm like, this is amazing, great, good, wonderful, I love it. He says, I get in the car, and he says, be nice to your husband when you get home, and do anything he asks you to do. I'm like, well, that just ruined it. I was having a good old time until you said that. What do you mean? Be nice to your husband and do anything he asks. Now, to this day, a year and a few months later, I'm genuinely nice, but 3 months in, it was, I wasn't. I still was really working on how to treat my husband because it wasn't nice. I learned a lot, but I was continuously learning how to be nice. And this day, it wasn't about him. It was about me saying yes to God and it working. So I was having a party because it was still about me. I was like, this is working great, G, thanks. Oh my gosh. Be nice to your husband. I'm like, oh gosh. Do anything he asks. I'm like, Oh my gosh, you're gonna tell me because I want to do it, but I'm only gonna do it because you told me to. So I get home, we talk about the day. I said, oh, well, I'm not sure about this account, but then look at the good news, this happened over here. And so my husband's like, can I have a haircut? And I'm like, I'd love to. I'd love to give you a haircut. I'm thinking to myself, oh. And then my husband says, it's kind of hot outside. I beeline it, like trying to run out of there really quickly. And I'm like, gee, I offered. He said, no, it's too hot. Before I could even get that thought out of my mind completely, my husband's like, I'll be right there. And I'm like, great. All right, let's get the scissors. Let's just, yep, okay, gonna do a haircut. I did not want to do it. So I was just like, I gotta do it. I gotta be nice. Okay, I gotta be nice. I gotta be nice. I gotta do it. I gotta do it. So I go and start giving him a haircut. So anyways, before I actually start giving him the haircut, the second my scissors hit his hair, I get a text message from a regular customer, like a long one, like a book. I'm like, hey, honey, give me a minute. We just got a text from this customer. She's a regular. And he's like, is everything okay? I'm like, I think so, but let me read this text from her real quick. And he goes, okay. And I read it, and she's like, hey, community and we all want to get together. You guys do so much for the community. We want to raise $5,000 for you for a chicken coop and do like a farm table dinner. Would you guys be interested? And I was like, what is happening? Oh my gosh, gee, yes, let's keep saying yes. So my husband and I talk about it, and we're like, yes, let's do that. That'd be amazing. Let's do a fundraiser. I would have never, ever let anybody ever do a fundraiser for the farm. That's an understatement. Never would I have ever done that. Now I see things differently, and I'm like, yes, let's do the fundraiser. That would be amazing. So now that's that part of the story. And my husband did get a haircut, and I finished his hair, so that was good. Bonus for him. So he got his haircut. We're now going to do a fundraiser to raise $5,000 for a chicken coop, and it was pretty cool. So now fast forward about 2 weeks, though, 2-3 weeks, and about 2-3 weeks in, G and I are talking about the property. It's a whole long story. We'll, I'm sure, address that another time. But I thought there was a big possibility that we were going to sell the farm, and I wasn't sure. That's another story for another time. My husband and I talked about it. We talked about it, went over all the different options, and within about 2 or 3 weeks, maybe 4, my husband made the decision that yes, we're going to go ahead and sell the farm. I'm like, I agree. We're going to go ahead and sell the farm. So now we were planning this fundraiser. The very next day after my husband and I talked about selling the farm, G asks me, it's like, we're walking in the morning, having my coffee time with him, having a great time. He says, what are you going to do about the fundraiser? I'm like, oh, yeah, that's right. We're going to cancel it. G says, why are you going to cancel it? I'm like, it's not right. I'm not taking people's money, knowing we're going to sell the farm. I can't. We can't. We're just going to have to cancel it. Well, no one knows you're selling the farm. You, me, and your husband. No one knows you're selling it. It might be another year before you sell it. Who knows when you're going to sell it? I said, nope, it's not the right thing to do. We're just going to cancel it and be done with it and just move on. So the very next day, I called them. I said, hey, guys, sorry, plans changed a little bit. Direction of the farm's changing a little bit. We're going to cancel the fundraiser. So we canceled it. Okay, done. Cancel it. Now, fast forward 2 more weeks. Now we're getting ready for our fall farm tour, which we probably have 500 people here. Sometimes the first year we had like 800 people. It was a lot of people at the farm for the farm tour. So we're getting ready for it. And I literally just walk past the chicken coop and I look at it and I'm like, gee, a chicken coop would have been nice for the farm tour because it was like dilapidated old chicken coop and it looked pretty rough. So I was like, that would have been nice, but I know we couldn't do it, right? That's all I say. I'm just having a casual conversation. That's all I say. The next day, the very next day, my brother, which I've not seen him since, now we're 7-8 months since that day, spoken to him once since that day, haven't seen or spoken to him in like 4 or 5 months at all. That very next day, he shows up at the farm with a trailer loaded with lumber and builds a $5,000 chicken coop, a walk-in chicken coop the next day. Full surrender. I'm done. I'm in. Sign me up. I'm going to do that. Whatever it is, I'm doing it because crazy. Not only that, he ripped off our back deck that needed to be redone and just rebuilt the deck too. So what? Like a back porch area got redone. I'm blown away. I'm just in awe. So now for the farm tour, tripled one account. Never did lose that first account. Still have it to this day, and it's an amazing account. So still have the first account. The second account, well, that did fizzle out, but that's okay. Everything else is amazing. It was all planned out, and I'm not going to worry about that account either. So anyways, moral of the story, I listened, didn't want to on a number of things, but I did. And to this day, I don't worry about money. I don't worry about finances. I'm not stressed about any of it. I just listen, and I just do whatever he tells me to do. And now it's becoming who I am. I'm not worried about money. I'm calm. I love my husband. I treat him with respect. I just hear very clearly, and it's amazing. And so now, you guys, can you imagine not worrying or stressing about money? It's amazing. Just ask him to help you. Say, you know what? I don't want to worry about money anymore. Can you please help me? And really just listen, pay attention, tune in, and he'll tell you how to do it. So it's pretty amazing. So yeah, and now we have a beautiful chicken coop that's a walk-in chicken coop. That's crazy. Anyways, have a wonderful day. We'll talk to you guys later. Bye.